Hey FTMKickstart, my name is Xander. This week's topic is pressure. Pressure to transition, pressure to go on hormones, pressure to have surgery. And of course, this is just my insight. Um, did I ever feel pressured? Do I feel pressured? Um, Absolutely. I think just like Mason explained that everyone's pressured to do anything in life. Everyone feels this kind of pressure um, to meet standards or achieve goals or whatnot, whatever. To talk a certain way, look a certain way, dress a certain way, act a certain way. Um, Everyone has pressure, despite who they are, what they look like, and what they stand for. Um, but I feel like the pressure that I really don't feel pressured by people that don't matter to me. I feel like the pressure is more intense when the people are close to me, whether it be family or close friends. Um, I know I've everything I do, transitioning socially, transitioning physically, going on hormones, have wanting surgery. Um, all these things are things that I wanted to do from the beginning. The second that I found out that transitioning was possible, uh, it was automatically it was a weight on my heart, and I wanted to do this for me. Um, but throughout this process, I have heard comments and you know seen how people are, and those comments and those actions are definitely something that could pressure someone into wanting to do it faster or even wanting to do it if they had decided not to. Um, I've had people that are close to me that I care about, say things like they don't think that they would be able to, or it would be easier for them to use male pronouns and to call me Xander if I looked a certain way, if I looked more masculine. And they didn't say it out of you know to hurt me at all, and honestly it didn't hurt me, um, and simply because I feel like our society is so uneducated when it comes to gender and the different genders and identities that there are out there. I mean, I myself don't feel like I'm as educated as I should be, and I'm in the midst of this whole LGBTQ community. I did not know that it was possible to transition, and I didn't know there were so many identities before I started looking into this and educating myself and talking to different guys and girls. And I feel like much less. I feel like the people around us that live in the heterosexual life and kind of just fit into the way our society works, that I feel like they're so much farther away than I am. And if I feel I'm lacking, I can't imagine them. Um, and these people that comment, it's not to hurt me, but it's just the way that they see it. They see male and female, and that line that separates them. There's no, they just can't wrap their minds around the thought of a male not looking male. A guy, with a high pitched voice and, maybe still no top surgery or bottom surgery, just, and it's not out of, hate for the community. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people in this world that are in denial. If you educated them, they wouldn't accept it. They like their little box of male and female, and that's it. But I feel like a lot of people are also just not educated. And I think I realized that coming out, I didn't know that so many people around me were going to accept me for who I am. And all I had to do was talk to them and say, listen, there's this exists, this identity exists, and it's like this, and just trying to explain it to them. And some people will reject it, but you'll be surprised by the people that don't reject it. And once they get their facts and details right, it's a lot easier for them to be able to understand that and they'd probably not be so quick to make comments like, I can't see you as male until you have bottom surgery or whatever. Even though they'll never see what's going on, for them, that's just what male means to them. So yeah, definitely. A lot of times I get comments of that could be pressure-ish in a way. But still, I think that on our parts, us transitioning or trans guys or whatever you may be, it's what you do with those comments. Now I know that comments can be hurtful and they can really trigger you to want to do something to avoid those moments. But although pressure comes, you got to be a block. You got to have to be a rock to not break easily. Do what you want because you want to do it. Now, I get the whole, my parents, they pressure me a certain way because my parents influence. It's not even pressure. My parents influence me a certain way, but they influenced me the other way. So I kind of held off on tea for them. Now that's different. That's compromise. But never feel like you have to go on hormones just because society says men have beards, men have low voices, men don't have chests, and men have, the downstairs part. Don't ever feel pressured or forced. I think I'm mixing my words here. Anyways, pressure comes, it goes, and it'll continue to come. And I feel like once you can communicate with people, if simple comments like, I don't think you're male until you're like this, and try to educate them, and if they accept it, well, that's great. If they don't, then move on. But yeah, definitely. So that's my video on pressure. Yep. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.